The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Finds him out of the backfield. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Hooks. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle, it's 5. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires left. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man on the outside. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's at the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Avery. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and excel.
He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds his target down the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And the Aggies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with with the running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's fine.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Hooks. Oh, what a move. Ooh, that one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive moments.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Right on the money. There he goes. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open look.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Arkansas Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's 5. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Gets it past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Texas Aggie.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A strike downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's 5. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Makes the catch. It's Carney. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that...
He smashes his way through again. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
In playing big, in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Razorbacks! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hooks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got room to work. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Turning it on! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Texas Aggie.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is in front. They played for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the comeback is on.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keep...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's got it out. He's chased out of bounds, but man, does that return set them up with spectacular field position at the plus 46. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moses. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to sling it on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Get set, get set.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between.
Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's hooked. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster outline. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He's in open space downfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.